games went because we haven't spoken about it. Game 4, of course, one of the great hockey games you could ever find. I know it's a shame that the Panthers didn't win, but in terms of just an electric hockey game, back and forth the whole way. And then it goes into Game 5 where it sort of looks like the Panthers we've come to be used to, especially on the road this postseason. What's your read going into tomorrow night's Game 6 clinching opportunity? Are you expecting Edmonton to kind of strike first, or do you expect Florida to close this out?
I actually feel similar to how I felt going into Game 4, which was Edmonton's got to come out strong. Like, you're going to get Edmonton's going to try and throw haymakers early on in this game. Certainly the first 10 minutes. The Panthers have they've essentially played with their food several times this postseason, where in these closeout games, game 6 at home against Toronto, Game 4 at home against Carolina, they come out very lackluster, and the series got extended. So we don't want that to happen, obviously, tomorrow night. It'd be an incredible missed opportunity. I expect Edmonton to come out very strong early on, but I expected that in Game 4 too, and the Panthers led 3-0 after the first period, So the Panthers are the better team. I think anyone would have a hard time making the case against that at this point, but Edmonton's a great team. And so you don't want to fool around and allow them to still have life past tomorrow night.
Zaz, is Marchand the best free agent acquisition ever?
Or
for
trade
a
deadline acquisition?
Deadline acquisition, kind of player you pick up for a run. Now, still got to win, obviously, maybe before we get to declare that.
It has to be. I can't give you a comp. I've been trying to figure out if there's a comp. Certainly there have been many players who were acquired at the deadline, especially star players. I don't know that Marchand would be classified as a star anymore, but none of those guys have then been in the Conn Smythe conversation for postseason MVP, and he is a very serious contender for the Conn Smythe now. Right now Sam Bennett's the odds-on favorite, and Sam Bennett is who I would give it to if the Panthers win. But if the Panthers win tomorrow night and Marchand scores, game-winning goal,
an impactful goal, you're going to have a conversation.
Or he has 2 goals, which he's had twice already this Stanley Cup final in a game. He is absolutely a very live dog right now for Conn Smythe, and I don't know that there's ever been a precedent for that. It's incredible what he's done.
Who do you want the Oilers to start in goal?
Oh, I don't care. like I don't, because whoever they start, you can't feel great about, and I know my guy between the pipes is ready tomorrow night.
Yep.
So you start whoever you want. That's your problem. I'm not sitting back here hoping that it's going to be Skinner or hoping it's going to be Pickard again. Neither option is great right now. I would expect that it's going to be Skinner. I would be surprised that they gave Pickard a shot. It didn't work out well. He wasn't terrible, Pickard, but it didn't work out. You got the boost that you wanted from him in Game 4. I would go back to Skinner at this point.
Zaz, 3 straight cup runs. What's been the favorite part about this specific Panther team this year?
About this year's team? Wow. Whew. Well, the biggest story is very clearly Marchand. That's been my favorite part. He's absolutely and this is why he will probably win the Conn Smythe, because he's the story of the Stanley Cup final. It's not Connor McDavid. It's not even the Panthers looking for back-to-back Stanley Cups. The story of the final is Brad Marchand.
It's crazy.
And that's probably why the voters will go with the really great story and vote him Conn Smythe. So he's not the favorite right now, but I could totally see him winning it. That's been my favorite part. I mean, because I've never experienced this in my sports fandom where there's been a player that I absolutely hate for years, and I hated him. I hated his guts. and now that he's on my favorite team, I wasn't sure what I was going to think of it. I love him. I hope they extend him, and nothing garners a bigger reaction in the Zaslow Mansion family room between me and my boys than when Brad Marchand scores these postseason games.
Jonathan Zaslow of the Zaslow Show 2.0 joining us now on Russo and Rizzo.